Welcome gaming nerds to SGWP Gaming. I be your host, Captain Smewes, all the way from Superglued Wooden Pirates, the #1 podcast in the Black Country for your movies and general pop culture. Today, this is a new little thing that we're doing. This is a new segment. It's a video segment. Now, if you're a listener of the Superglued Wooden Pirates podcast, you know that in the back in the day, I had a segment where I spoke about games, what I called the Game Island. So, that was all good, but my co-host Moby had a problem and kept falling asleep. So, here I am, and I've brought it back in the video form because whilst this COVID thing is going on and we're all stuck inside in lockdown, we decided let's try and fill our YouTube channel up a little bit. So Moby's doing his own video where he's doing sex scene education, where he talks about his favourite sex scenes in movies. Of course Moby's doing that. And I've decided to bring back the gaming segment in video form. So here we are, let's get on to it. SGWP Gaming. Woo! So the first game I want to talk about is Final Fantasy VII Remake for the PlayStation 4. So what is Final Fantasy VII? Final Fantasy VII is an RPG game that began production by Square in 1994 and was originally going to be for the Super Nintendo. Can you imagine Final Fantasy VII being on the Super Nintendo? It took 3 discs on the PlayStation to make that game. Getting it on a little cartridge, that wasn't going to happen. So, after many delays and technical difficulties, it eventually got moved to Sony PlayStation and came in 1997 on the PlayStation 1. Now, it was directed, let me see if I can get this name right because my pronunciations of names are terrible. Let's check this out. It was directed by Yoshinori Kitase. I think I got that right. And basically, the game is about a mega corporation called Shinra, and they're trying to take the essence of the planet called Mako and use it as energy. They're evil corporation and they don't care who they step on to do this. They kill anybody. They're evil. They're mean people. So it's up to eco-terrorist group Avalanche to stop them, run by the big gun arm guy Barrett. He's a badass and you don't want to mess with him. And he gets this group together and he hires an ex-military guy, an ex-soldier guy called Cloud Strife. Everybody knows who Cloud Strife is. Even if you don't play Final Fantasy, you know the guy with the big blonde spikes and the big massive buster sword. He's a badass also, and he joins the team to take down Shinra. What none of them expect is a superhuman dude called Sephiroth. He's got other plans. He don't care about Shinra, he don't care about Avalanche, he wants to kill the planet. So they disband and get a little group together, recruit more people and embark on a massive adventure to save the planet. So, even though that Final Fantasy VII on the PlayStation 1 was the first in the series to use motion video capture and 3D graphics, it was still looked quite terrible. If you look at it now, back in the day it was amazing. You're like, oh shit, this is awesome! But if you look at it now, we have to be honest, it don't look great. So the remake, which is the game I'm going to be talking about, my god, it is the most beautiful looking game I've ever seen. Definitely the best game I've seen on the PlayStation 4 by far. There's no game that's touched it graphic wise for me. It's so colourful, so vibrant and smooth, it's amazing. The main character, Cloud Strife, in the original was like this little polygon guy, right? Now in the remake he looks awesome, he looks so dope. And you're like, ooh, it just runs so smoothly. And then you got Tifa Lockhart, which is another character in the game, and once again on the PlayStation she was like this little polygon bird, right? Have you seen her now? She's a babe! She's so hot! It's awesome! I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not into computer girls and stuff like that. But she looks really good and every character is the same. This game, it fills everybody out. So in the original you had your 3 characters in there, which was Biggs, Jesse and Reg. These guys helped you, and they have a much more backstory and more fulfillment as well. So a lot of people have been saying, oh, but it's only half the game, because the first disc of the PlayStation original was set in this place called Midgar. And unfortunately, yes, it is. This game, the remake, is only set in Midgar. So on the original, you'd get to the open world. On this game, you don't even see the open world. The open world isn't there, don't exist. But I have to stress, it took me 47 hours to complete the story on this game. Even after you've finished it, there's a lot to do after completion. You can do a chapter select. There's 18 chapters. It's done in chapters on this one. And you can select any chapter, go back and pick up anything that you missed. But there's a hard option as well once you've completed the game. And there's items you can only get on hard. So you have all of that to do. All the characters are fleshed out a lot more, so you find out more about Reg, more about Jesse, more about Biggs, more about Barrett, more about Cloud and Tifa and Aerith. There's so much more story in it, and every character you're like, wow, I had no idea. I never even thought about the backstory of these characters until I played this game, and I was like, holy shit, there you go. So the game has been done so well and fleshed the story out so great that you don't even think about getting out of Midgar. But when you get to the end of the game and you're just like, I cannot wait for that sequel to come along. So let's talk about the gameplay for a second. So in the original, it was like a turn-based RPG. So you get into a fight, and basically you got attack, defend, magic, items, and you have to choose. You get your ATB bar, it fills up, and you get to pick what action you want to take. On the remake, they've not fully scrapped that, but they've definitely moved it aside to give you more of an action RPG. So for those that didn't like those turn-based games, this game is definitely a good time to jump into the Final Fantasy franchise. You can now run around and bash that square button with your big buster sword and smash the shit out of everybody. It's amazing. And then your ATB bar, it still fills up. When it fills, hit X, and all of a sudden everything slows down to slow motion, and then you can choose items, magic, and you can change your character. So you've got 3 characters. So you can just press your L2 or R2 and give those, like your other characters, action, you know, give them something to do. Or you can press up or down on your D-pad and take control of that character. So it makes it very tactical and a lot more to play with and experiment with. It really, really just brings the whole thing together. And also, in the original, you had materia, which is like your magic and stuff like that, and your abilities, and you had to equip it to your equipment. And this is the same. So you get a new sword, you get some new armor, you get new slots, and there you got fire, wind, water, cure, and you can attach these to your equipment. So it's still got a lot from the original Final Fantasy VII, but whilst making it more action-packed and more running more fluently. So anybody that didn't like that turn-based game, you have to dive into this game and enjoy the action pack of it. So there you go. That's pretty much all I want. I don't want to give away too much of a story because I want you to go out and experience this game for yourselves. But one thing I do want to mention though, the soundtrack is wicked. So everybody knows the music of Final Fantasy VII. Hopefully you can hear it over this video. But in the remake, they've amped it up, and you can collect these discs, and it's got like remixes. So the Chocobo song, now you got the hip hop Chocobo song, and it's like a hip hop version of the Choco, and you're like, whoa, this is awesome. And it is. I can't praise this game enough. So Final Fantasy VII Remake on the PlayStation 4, check it out. I highly recommend it. So there you go, that's the first video, possibly the last. If you do like it, please subscribe to our video channel and message me. Get in touch with Superglued Wooden Pirates on our Facebook page, Superglued Wooden Pirates, or you can follow us on Twitter, Superglued Wooden Pirates, Instagram, YouTube, anywhere you'll find us, and drop us a message on any of those platforms. And if you want me to do more videos like this, give me a game to talk about. If I've played it, I'll talk about it. If I've not played it, I'll play it. Recommend games to me, and let's get a good little thing going on here, okay? So, until then, don't forget to check out Sex Scene Education with Captain Melby. Check out Superglued Wooden Pirates, the best movie podcast in the Black Country. And of course, the Super Hot Wooden Pirates, which will be having a sequel soon, where we eat hot rings because we're stupid. And hopefully more gaming videos from SGWP Gaming. So, till next time, stay safe, take it easy, peace.